What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cooking with Dylan. Today we cooking omelets. Basically, all you need is eggs, maybe a slice of cheese, and then, add whatever else you want. I don't care. I'm gonna add like some fake crab meat, some onions, some mushrooms, some salsa, uh, maybe a pickle or two. I don't know. First, you wanna, crack the eggs into like a measuring cup. What the fuck? Oh, that's cool. I got a squishy one, which I will have to murder. Yes, I know a lot of shell just went into that shit. You'll pick it out later. Who cares? Once both eggs are in the measuring cup, make sure to beat them together with a fork or whatever, just so they look like this and they look all mixed together. You already know what's next. It's choppy time. So what you're going to do is take your mushrooms or whatever you're using for your omelet, chop it in half, and then once you're here, you chop it into like thirds or fourths or whatever, just so they're kind of small. I'm doing it sideways just so you can see. Next is onion, and onion's pretty easy. You can just chop it to however big you want. Let's say you want, chunks of it, whatever, make chunks. I don't like chunks of onion in my food. I don't know, it doesn't taste good to me. So I'm gonna cut it pretty fine. So what you do is you just take just take a little bit off the edge. Make sure not to cut your finger off, which I almost did. Yeah, just get however much you want or however much you think you need. Lastly, I'm gonna be adding like most of a pickle probably. So again, with mostly like the mushrooms, chop it in half. Thing with pickles is, since it's an omelet, we want it to be like long-wise. So instead of chopping it like this, we're gonna chop it like this. Ah! And since the omelet's probably not gonna be super big, probably the 3 or 4 slices you'll get from one half is enough. Whatever. The other half you can just eat. Oh shit, this tastes so good. Now it's on to the cooking part. So first we need a spoon. And then go up to your thing. Turn on the oven to high. Because if you ain't cooking on high, are you really cooking at all? Get a spoonful of butter. However much you think you need, and just... That's way too much. Dump that on the pan. This is going to be kind of hard to film because it's a hard process. But once you're here and you've spread the butter and you've, it's melted mostly, pour the eggs you've beaten. They'll start to like harden up real fast. Make sure you spread them out. At this point, whatever, turn your oven down a little bit, or your stove. I put mine to like medium or whatever. Just let it cook for a little bit. Make sure to spread it around so it's getting to the edges of the pan. Sorry that my camera work is ass. It's a one-man operation in this shit, and it's difficult, brother. Make sure you have a pretty foldable spatula, just so you can like get the edges in, and it'll be easy once it's time to fold. Once it's at this point, we're gonna add all the stuff we just cut up. So the mushrooms and the onions, the pickles, and the cheese. And make sure to keep it all to like one side, just so it's easy to fold when it's done. So yeah, just add everything. And you might be thinking to yourself, Dylan, this looks awful. Whatever, I like it. Do you? I don't care. As long as you're happy at the end of the day, right? That's hot. Yeah, do whatever makes you happy. And then take the cheese that I ripped up into like small pieces and just spread it out so it gets all melty on there. And then we wait. When it comes to folding, just take the half that you didn't put anything on and just fold it on top of the other half. Oh shit, I forgot. Fuck, whatever. Doesn't matter. So when it comes to folding, just take the half that you didn't put anything on and fold it onto the half that has everything on it. This one looks ass for the most part, but when you're doing it with 100% of your concentration, it will look way better. This is the worst cooking tutorial of all time. Lastly, grab a plate, shimmy it onto it. I might have to put the camera down. I will. The final thing before you eat, and I just enjoy this, so you do you. If you don't, do whatever you want. That's what this is all about. Is put some salsa on top of it. You know, it adds a lot of flavor and adds like some hotness. You know, do you. I've said that like 700 times during this. That looks so trash. Put some grapes in a bowl. Wash that shit, you know, get all that shit off of there. Drain that shit of water. Grab 2 mandarin oranges. Breakfast. That's a healthy breakfast. And ultimately, even though it doesn't look the best, to be honest, you'll feel proud of yourself for cooking at least. And like, you know, I think if you make it, it'll automatically taste better. So there's my shitty tutorial on how to cook. Welcome to the, this is going to be an ongoing series where I try to cook everything that's ever been cooked ever. This is episode 1. Not even gonna lie, it's actually really good. The salsa adds a lot to it at the very end. But I think ultimately, like, everything is good in this. I would have chopped the mushrooms up a little more, but like, because they're a little big. But besides that, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.